People are often confused about what it means to have healthy self-esteem. Something it has to do with the way you look or how popular you are with your friends or others. Others believe that having a great body will help you gain self-esteem. Some people think you actually need to have accomplished something in order to have good self-esteem. Boiled down to its simplicity, self-esteem simply means appreciating yourself for who you are, faults and all. The difference between someone who has a healthy self-esteem and someone who doesn't isn't ability. It's simply acknowledgement of your strengths and weaknesses and moving through the world safe in that knowledge. People with a good self-esteem are able to feel good about themselves for who they are, appreciate their own worth, and take pride in their abilities and accomplishments. They also acknowledge that while they're not perfect and have faults, those faults don't play an overwhelming or irrationally large role in their lives or their own self-image. Which brings me to the question I'm often asked: how can I increase my self-esteem? Here's how you can do it in 3 simple steps. First of all, take a self-esteem inventory. You can't fix what you don't know. To simply generalize and say, I suck, I'm a bad person, I can't do anything, is to tell yourself a simple but often convincing lie. I'm here to tell you that it's not true. We all suck from time to time. The solution isn't to wallow in suckage as the core of your identity, but to acknowledge it and to move on. Get a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle of it. On the right-hand side, write strengths, and on the left-hand side, write weaknesses. List 10 of each, yes, 10. That may seem like a lot of the strength side if you suffer from poor self-esteem, but force yourself to find all 10. If you're having difficulty coming up with the whole 10, think about what others have said to you over the years. You may be surprised at how easy it is to come up with all 10 when you approach it from this perspective. This is your self-esteem inventory. It lets you know all the things you already tell yourself about how much you suck, as well as showing you that there are just as many things you don't suck at. Some of the weaknesses you may also be able to change if only you worked at them one at a time, over the course of a month or even a year. Remember, nobody changes things overnight, so don't set an unrealistic expectations that you can change anything in just a week's time. Step 2. Stop comparing yourself to others. Nothing can hurt our self-esteem more than unfair comparisons. Joe has 3,000 Facebook friends, while I only have 300. Mary can outrun me on the field when we play ball. Elizabeth has a bigger house and a nice car, and I don't. You can see how this might impact our feelings about ourselves the more we do this sort of thing. I know it's tough, but you need to stop comparing yourself to others. The only person you should be competing against is yourself. These comparisons are unfair because you don't know as much as you think you do about these other people's lives, or what it's really like to be them. You think it's better, but it may be 100 times worse than you imagine. For instance, Joe paid for that many friends. Mary's parents have had her in sports training since she was 3. And Elizabeth is in a loveless marriage that only appears to be ideal. Now, step 3. Set aside perfection and grab a hold of mistakes. Perfection is simply unattainable for any of us. Let it go. You're never going to be perfect. You're never going to have the perfect body, the perfect life, the perfect relationship, the perfect children, the perfect home. We revel in the idea of perfection because we see so much of it in the media. But that's simply an artificial creation of society. It doesn't exist. Instead, grab a hold of your accomplishments as you achieve them. Acknowledge them to yourself for their actual value. Don't devalue them by saying, "Oh, that's just so easy for me, no big deal." It may even help to keep a little journal or a list of things you accomplish. Some people might even do this on a day-by-day basis, while others might feel more comfortable just noting them once a week or even once a month. The key is to get to your smaller goals and move on from each one, like a connect-the-dots game of life. And it's just as important to take something away from the mistakes you make in life. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It simply means you made a mistake, like everyone does. Mistakes are an opportunity for learning and for growth. If only we push ourselves out of the self-pity or negative self-talk we wallow in after one and try and see it from someone else's eyes. I know I made this all sound easy. It's not. Changing your self-esteem takes time, trial and error, and patience on your part. Make an effort to be more fair and more realistic with your own self, and I think you may be pleasantly surprised by the results. And if you want to learn one little hack that will instantly turn your inner self-talk into empowering motivational speech and will allow you to tap into your inner coach, go to www.goland.com/lp/self-talk and sign up for the video exercise that will walk you through this powerful technique. You can click the link right here in this video or find a link in the description section below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment and sign up for my channel. So I will talk to you later.